Alright, let's begin.
If a player can be quietly spectacular, it's Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard, one of my favorite players.
Himself as one of the most dominant superstars of his era.
Yes,
His
sir.
smothering defense and clutch scoring
Two-way player.
Success on the game's biggest
Two-way
stage,
player, baby.
winning Finals MVP with 2 different franchises.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bro, him in I became a fan of him in Toronto.
I was with the Clippers at the time. I think it's myself, CP, Chauncey, and maybe a couple other guys. Willie Green, I think. We're all playing like fake GMs on who would you take, and I was always a big fan of his then. He wasn't really even playing that much. I just saw
Two-way player.
In short bursts.
Two-way player. I didn't really know him when he was in when he was in San Antonio, but when he went to Toronto, it would had a monstrous run. I was like, hey, this is my guy, man. I saw him hit the mid range. I saw him get the best. I saw him be the best defender ever. Man, I was like, dude, this guy's amazing.
That's what made him special. That's why I'm a fan of his to this day.
And what would you like
I'm a fan of his, bro.
I'm a fun guy.
Fun guy.
Obviously, I love the game of basketball. It's just
Of course
more
you
question you have to ask.
That defense, bro. He'll literally snatch it from you.
So Kawhi is just a freak of nature. You know,
Dude.
his hands are inside
His
of
hands are
front
huge, bro.
pan.
That's why I got
He
his
handles
shoes.
the ball and wasn't
The
in the game. He wasn't known as a great shooter
the new
in
monies.
league, and now he's
I
a
love
great
them shoes.
three-point shooter. I felt like he always added,
I didn't like the design of the
to
first ones,
game.
but
He
the
was
new
known
ones.
as a great defender, as a great rebounder. There's really no hole in his game, and he's definitely fun to watch.
He's perfect. So much fun to watch, but he dunks a lot too. I just hope he doesn't get hurt. Ah, he dunks a lot.
Probably one of the most underrated and underappreciated on the 7.
Because he's quiet. There's no drama around him. That's why he's unappreciated.
In the NBA, and they
There are no
ultimately
big headlines.
become a championship contender. When you talk about some of the best small forwards
that
to
man
ever
was
play
looked
the
old as
game,
hell.
Kawhi Leonard is your guy, right?
He's the guy, man. He's not just my guy. He's the guy.
Scoring, handles, unstoppable, hustle, hard, all the intangibles necessary, and probably the guy that his peers fear the most.
Yes, sir. They fear him. On defense. Well, I remember that he blocked it with one finger, bro. Blocked it with one finger.
One of those fingers.
Bro, is that not
First
crazy?
thing that you noticed early on when he was in San Antonio, like when he started out, it was like, dude, this dude's
That dude's head is shiny.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It took you a while to see it because he's one of those dudes that could easily find the radar because he doesn't say anything, doesn't make any expressions.
Yep.
But it was just
He's
like,
a
you
robot.
started to
The
notice,
robot.
and you
No
started to
facial
see it
expressions,
in
no
the scouting report, like, yo, don't mess around
overreacting
with the ball in front
or
of
anything.
dude, like, you know what I'm saying? Then, and I can remember
He's
him
not a
blocking
crybaby
my
like
threes, and I was like,
Le Crybaby.
I got a
Le
fast read. I don't
Crybaby
get a lot of
James.
threes blocked in my career.
Bro, snatch. Snatch.
Disagree with that. Just let me take it from you.
I think because of the Spurs system and the way that things was ran, like, all right, he just an easy plug and play guy. Like he's just exceptional with
Just
that.
put him in there and he's gonna play
That's
great.
just like they never like rebuild. They just
Way.
reload. And Kawhi was like
Money.
a perfect plug and play guy. But
Mid range.
as we all soon found out, Kawhi was very special, very different. We saw the demonstration that he put on when he left the Spurs and became more of an isolation player. In a league where everyone was trending towards the 3-point shot, he still was dominating.
He went yep.
Like he really, really understood the game of basketball.
Mid range.
He played at
Yeah.
his pace, even when you try to speed him.
That's
up.
that boy, man. That's that man.
That's tough to do. Like defense always like gear up to speed you up to make you turn over
Yes,
or
sir.
rush you in your decision making. But
Yes, sir.
Kawhi is one of those guys that always played at his pace.
Yeah. Nope. Nope. Was that Durant? That's Tatum.
Crazy to think how Kawhi's offensive game evolved and eventually caught up to his defensive game, where he's
Yes.
been known as one of the best two-way players.
Two-way
the league has
players.
seen.
It's incredible because you typically.
I cannot wait
never
for him to
see
come
a
back.
guy that started when he did.
2023, bro. They're gonna win the chip. I call it right now. They're gonna win. They're gonna win the chip. 2023. I call it.
They never in their wildest dreams envisioned him becoming arguably the best player in the entire world. And for a stretch, he had a really
That's a nice
strong
suit.
case.
And no
I like the yellow.
example highlights his career.
But not the
than
shoes though. I hate when
Game
people
7
wear
against
like suits and then
Philadelphia.
they wear
You're on
like
the call
Jordans.
with Kevin
I
Harden.
hate that. Yes. That's when Joel Embiid cried. That was the best time Joel Embiid could have did it, but
I can't believe how
Kawhi Leonard got in his
typically
way.
when you're hitting game winners, you might bank one in, or you might rattle one in, but to see that ball hit the front of the rim from the corner and bounce once, then bounce twice, and then to see everybody's eyes and then finally have that thing go through the net. I was in a state of shock because I had literally not seen anything like that, and for him to be able to deliver on that stage in that moment really speaks volumes to who he is as a player. And really, you think about him being MVP of the
he's
finals.
my
when he was
top three.
22 years old,
My top
and
three.
some of the other things
He's
been able
there.
to accomplish.
Kawhi is my
It's
top,
pretty
one of my top three.
incredible, and he's still a young man.
I got Jason
He's
in my
still
top
got
three, too.
A lot ahead in terms of what he
Who else
can
I got in my
accomplish.
top
Can he
three?
win a
Luka.
third title with the third team?
That's my top three.
That's what we got to wait.
And then
to see.
4, I got
I worked out with Kawhi when his
D-Book.
State first got drafted. It was during
and then
lockout.
5, I don't know who I
2,
got
3,
5
3
yet.
in my way.
But those are my 4,
Man,
top 4.
This guy's elite defensively, but he has a long way offensively. I remember being on the score.
Was that
on
Nicholas
him.
Batum?
He'd be able to block my
You don't
shot
look
at
like
times
Nicholas Batum.
if I didn't get separation. And
Oh, Jared, okay.
this guy's elite.
He kind of looks like
but he
Nicholas
has a long
Batum,
way
except
offensively.
without the
I
beard.
remember being on the score. on
This is
him.
what Nicholas Batum would look like if he had a beard.
Times if I didn't get separation, and then defensively guarding him, I didn't think he was that tough. And year after year, he got better to a whole point where, when he's in San Antonio during those, losing the finals, winning the finals, you could see it coming. And then in Toronto, you couldn't guard him with the spacing.
Yeah.
and all that,
I like the little lead right
see it
there.
coming. And then in Toronto, you couldn't guard him with the spacing.
Yeah.
and all that, and then him to put it all
Oh, I like
together,
the little
you
lead.
couldn't guard him with the
Yeah.
spacing.
Yeah.
and all that. And then him to put it all together and go to Toronto and lead him to the championship.
But that's when he became my favorite player, man. I was watching in Toronto. I was like, oh, who's this guy? Everybody was like, who's this guy that just went? I would hear about him, but I would never watch him. Then I started watching Toronto games. I was like, oh, shoot, this guy's the real deal. Whoa, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm out.